everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. What an AEW Dynamite it was. We have the latest coming up. As you see all these matches right here, you got Chris Jericho taking on Will Yuta. If Will Yuta wins, he gets Jericho's number one contender spot, and he will be the one to face John Moxley for the AEW Interim World Championship, as well as Orange Cassidy taking on the man who's coming off the heels of his loss at Ric Flair's last match. Jay Lethal's in action to take on Orange Cassidy, as well as the Gun Club taking on the Acclaim. This had been a match that many people have been talking about for weeks. As these two teams were befriending each other, and it went south in a hurry. Puzzle 2 about going blast from the past. Christian Cage versus Matt Hardy from the Attitude Era one more time. We get to see it. We get to see it here. Christian Cage and Matt Hardy. Also, special Powerhouse Hobbs in action. World Heavyweight Champion John Moxley, interim champions in action. Tag Team Women's Match. Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa. They're all in a match with and Jamie Hager, all in action, as well as the Undisputed Era. There's a lot going on as well. Plus, two, Madison Rain makes news and headlines as she joins AEW in its talent relations department. We'll talk about that. Plus, and hot topics right here. Cassie Lee from the Iconics. She announces that her and AEW star Sean Spears are adding a new addition to their family. Well, we get the AEW Dynamite Ring Report, and it starts right now. Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Kendra Dix here, joining you for the AEW Dynamite Ring Report here. Like I said, joining the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling Show here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, Miss Karen. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We got a lot to get to, so we're gonna get started with the action. We're gonna get started with this. Jay Lethal taking on Orange Cassidy. Jay Lethal coming off the heels of his match against Nature Boy Ric Flair. Jay Lethal teamed up with Jeff Jarrett. They was unsuccessful of winning their match, but Jay Lethal got the respect of Ric Flair. You know how that go. You know how that turned out to turn around. Jay Lethal kind of making it seem all about him, all about what he's going to and what he's doing. But Jay Lethal putting his two worth in and stuff to see how all that's gonna fare out for him. We'll talk about Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal won his match, but at the end, Jay Lethal issued the challenge to TNT champion Wardlow for their upcoming match at Battle of the Belts. Jay Lethal wants Wardlow. Wardlow, no stranger controversy, taking the challenge likely. Wardlow will take on Jay Lethal for the TNT title at Battle of the Belts this Saturday. So we'll have to wait and see how that all gonna play out. Jay Lethal and Wardlow in action. We'll have to see and wait and see how that's gonna play out eventually and stuff. Well, we get to more action as well as the Undisputed Era returns. The Undisputed Elite returns. They return big. Adam Cole returning from his minor injury, as well as the Bucks and Red Dragon. Like I said, it's only a matter of time before we see the Undisputed Era turn on the Bucks, thus starting them a few, thus starting them what they're gonna have to go through sooner rather than later and stuff. So look for that coming up forward and stuff to see. And I can tell you this when you're bottomed out, you're gonna see something that you thought you never saw, but you never seen before. So look for that coming up. The Undisputed Era, Cole and all them, turning on the Young Bucks. Well, we know, as you can see right here, there's a lot going on. Oh, they did turn on the Undisputed Era did turn on. Yeah, it did happen tonight. So you can tell right here the attacking the Bucks. as well as the Bucks and Adam Cole and Heyman Page, kind of like going forward to see how that's all gonna play out, if all gonna fare out. We'll see. You know it's gonna be a 6-man tag, but we'll see. Speaking of that, Eddie Kingston wants a piece of Sammy Guevara. He feel like Sammy Guevara screwed him out his win over Jericho. Eddie Kingston wants Sammy Guevara. He wants Sammy Guevara bad, not like his wife does, Ty Conti, but he wants Sammy Guevara. He wants to get his hands on Sammy Guevara, make an example of Sammy on what Sammy had did the other week. So look for that. Plus, two, Darby Allin looking for revenge himself. Darby Allin wants to get his hands on forgot what that dude name is. He wants to get his hands on Brody King. So Darby Allin versus Brody King next week. Darby Allin said he was the one that brought Brody King to AEW, and he feels that Brody King didn't treat him the way he should have been treated. But only time will tell on that and see how all that's going to transpire as well. You can tell how all this is going to play out sooner rather than later on how this is going to reveal itself. So, so we'll have to wait and see on that. See if Brody King or Darby Allin, who's going to beat each other down to a coffin match next week in Minnesota. Coffin match is similar to a casket match. So we just have to wait and see how that's all gonna play out eventually. Also, too, um, the man who defeated Daniel Bryanson last week in that match, he calls himself the Dragon Slayer. He Daniel Garcia defeated Daniel Bryan in a match that Daniel Bryan was had some serious concussion issues. Bryan now wants to showcase that, not Brian, but Dan Garcia wants to showcase his abilities in the ring, and Dan Garcia wants to make an example out of anybody, and he wants to make sure that Brian returns so he can finish the job what he did to Daniel Bryan. So we'll have to wait and see. Dan Garcia and his biggest win, the biggest upset right now, seeing Daniel Bryan, Brian Danielson in a match. Many people didn't think Dan Garcia was gonna win. Also, too, right here, Chris Sabin coming back. He wants to take on Pat 1-on-1 for the All Atlantic Championship. So I might see that down the road. And why he wearing a cardboard box, but that's his business. Plus, too, um, Ethan Page accepting the offer from Stokey Hathaway. Stokey Hathaway building his stable. And Stokey Hathaway, I don't know, he's trying to be Bobby the Brain Heenan or what. Only time will tell on that, and we'll see how all that's going to play out and dan out eventually and stuff. But we'll have to wait and see. But I can see Stokey building his stable and see what Stokey can do. Plus, two, Powerhouse Hobbs was in action. Powerhouse Hobbs did what he did last week, attacking Ricky Starks, leaving Ricky Starks for dead. Taz came out earlier before Powerhouse Hobbs came on and said that Team Taz has been disbanded. No more Team Taz no more. Taz said he's done with the group. Ricky Starks, Hook, and Hobbs are free to do whatever they want to do. It was coming out the mouth of Taz. Powerhouse Hobbs made quick work and got rid of his opponent. Ricky Starks came out there and tried to go at the town after his opponent. So we'll see Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs probably all out. Also, too, as you can see right here, Anna Jay attacking a security guard. I don't know why she attacked the security guard, but she's trying to make a point. She calls herself Anna Jay JAS. So you know how that goes and stuff. Eventually we'll see that probably down the road. Also too, the Acclaim. The Acclaim came out there. They was in a match against the Gun Boys. The Acclaim defeated the Gun Boys and did a retro Attitude Era version by throwing the gun boys inside and throwing them out the trash. They claim winning their match tonight. They claim getting a victory over the gun boys. So good for their claim. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll see more of their claim sooner rather than later. Also, too, Thunderstorm, Tony Storm, with Thunder Rosa, Tony Storm teamed up against Dr. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. We know Jamie Hayter and Thunder Rosa will meet for the women's championship this weekend in a match on Sunday Night Fight. So we'll see that eventually. Stuff. Um, what else happened? Jericho. Chris Jericho took on Willa Yuta. Chris Jericho making an example of Willa Yuta. Yuta wanted a match against Jericho. Jericho applied the walls of Jericho and bent it up tight as he could, made Willa Yuta tap out. I know Jericho and Yuta, Jericho making an example out of Yuta. And the Yuta had called him out last week on Rampage to say that he wants Chris Jericho, he can beat Chris Jericho. And Will Yuta getting a little ahead of himself. But after the end, Moxley and Jericho um, will fight. They will fight next week for the world championship. But Moxley said he wants the Chris Jericho of the Lionheart Chris Jericho, and said he will get that coming up. And it will happen between these two men next week on Dynamite. So we'll see Jericho with Moxley. We'll see that next week. Um, Highlight was Warlow who wanted a piece of Jay Lethal. So we'll see that too this weekend. So I guess that'll be the main event, Warlow and it's Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal's gonna get his butt whooped again. When he gonna learn to stop? And also to Jungle Boy, got a T-shirt right here. We ain't gonna say it on live television. Christian is a you know what? So Christian Jungle Boy, they will meet probably one day. Side four, Jungle Boy returning to get his hands on Christian. So you know how that be coming forward with that. All right. That ends the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. We move forward. We move quickly. We move forward to hot topics. Wrestling hot topics. We want to wish a congratulations to AEW star Sean Spears and his wife Cassie Lee. They are expecting their first child. We want to wish them well and a happy and healthy baby on top of that. So Sean Spears and Sean Spears about to be a dad, so congratulations to Sean Spears on that moment. Him and Cassie Lee about to be parents. Congratulations. Also, too, AEW announced that Madison Rain will be joining the talent relations team. She will be an agent for the women's division. So Madison Rain will be in charge of the women. We thought Gail Kim wanted to be there, but she started tonight. So Madison Rain in charge of the women's division. So congratulations. She's a former Knockouts women's champion, tag champion, all the way around versatile star. So Madison Rain getting this honor, this prestige of winning winning being impact. It makes you wonder, will her husband Josh Matthews, will he you know, you know, join AEW? You never know. Never know. No, how they be. Also, too, the game for AEW Fight for the Fallen. You know, AEW, you know, AEW with on the game Fight for the Fallen got some unique stuff. So, like I said, you don't know. So, see, they got some move sets and stuff. You can tell they showing some mini games, extra gameplay. They got like a baseball. I don't know, they dancing or what. I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be tremendous. We'll see how the gameplay comes. It'll come out sometime next year. So we'll see how they'll be. So we'll have to wait and see. What else? I guess that's it. Now we know this Friday on Rampage, Madison Rain will make her debut. Is she gonna wrestle? Is she going to and also too, she's willing, she's open to who knows, wrestle and be a coach. That's Rain right in the great spot right now. Great wrestling man in that spot where she does. So congratulations in order to Madison Rain. Plus two, the AEW World Championship qualifier is Max Warner. He won the Bunkhouse Battle Royal to earn himself a spot in this match. He'll take on AEW World Champion John Moxley. I didn't know John Moxley gets a spot be in a battle royal for Max Warner, but it will happen this week, this Friday on Rampage. So we have a lot going on in store. So everything's cooking in AEW. So leaving with John Moxley, we're gonna leave with John Moxley right here declared, and he's going to be taking on Chris Jericho, who coming out an impressive victory just a couple of minutes ago. Or Will Uter getting himself ready for the World Championship match. So, for me being Kendra Dix saying so long, and we'll see you this Friday for the SmackDown Ring Report. See you then.